Hey guys, welcome back to another Pop Preview. I'm Alex.
I'm Sean.
I'm Mina.
And guys, I'm so excited. We finally have our first glimpse of Aladdin. This is official trailer number 1.
Yes.
So, I would like to call this more of a teaser trailer.
Yes.
They're calling it the first official trailer, but it is, but it's also a teaser.
I mean, it's also just like kind of an announcement trailer. Just make sure, like, hey, just so you know
here.
that this is coming next year. Be aware of it.
Be aware. Yeah. So,
or prepared.
I could not help myself. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
Different movie.
Don't get me started because
they're
taking that song out. So don't get me started on that.
That's like the best one.
I agree.
Well, that's something I did want to mention about this. We're not entirely sure what songs we're gonna be missing from this. You know, there's so many good ones. We just don't know yet.
Or what new ones they're gonna put in.
What new ones? Yeah, it's just a weird time to be alive, you guys. Like, I really just never thought this was gonna happen. Like, in my little childhood dreams, I was like, wouldn't that be cool if they did the Aladdin movie and I got to direct it? Well, I'm not directing it. Guy Ritchie's directing it, but... Yeah. You know,
which is an interesting
thing. A white man directing, who would have thunk?
So. It's crazy that it's taken this long to come up with it, too, because they've done this with Cinderella, where, like, back in the day, even. Remember they had a version with Brandy?
The made-for-TV movie.
It was, like,
Brandy.
the first time there was, like, diversity in a movie like that, and I loved it as a child.
That's true. I like that movie.
Never really saw it.
Yeah. Well, you know, they do...
Sorry.
So, they have been doing this. Like, first of all, the Jungle Book, the live-action Jungle Book came out in 1993.
I wasn't a fan of the live-action remake.
I loved that.
I thought like, visually it was stunning, but there was something about it.
You're talking about 1993 version?
No, I love the cartoon version.
No, the cartoon version was 67.
Yeah.
Wait, which one are you talking
about?
The other.
There's 3 Jungle Books, guys.
Yeah, I forgot.
Was it 67? Well, now I'm getting my wires crossed a little bit.
In the 60s.
I think Jungle Book was the last Disney animated film to be released before Walt Disney died.
Yes, that's true.
So then maybe, I think it went.
I never realized the cartoon was that old. That's crazy.
I know, they're really timeless. Anyway, we're getting off track here. The point is, we're all very excited for this.
Yes.
And also, I feel like on the edge of my seat just a little bit because I did not like the Beauty and the Beast live action remake.
I loved the Beauty and the Beast.
It was okay. It's not as it didn't capture what the animated movie
exactly.
did. But
that's exactly.
But if it wasn't on its own, it's good.
I thought
it wasn't.
It's just not
it
as
wasn't
good.
Close enough to the original, so it didn't have that original charm, and it wasn't different enough so that it could stand on its own. That's how I felt about it. So. I'm not judging you for liking.
The cartoons are always better, though.
Well, of course.
There's just some magic to it, and I think we're about to watch
I had low standards, and they weren't even met. I was like, oh no.
Really? I thought it was so great. I love the casting. I love that Emma Watson.
And I think Luke Evans was a good guest on, even though they changed the guest on song. Which
honestly,
I
it was
too.
just the teapot and it just freaked me out. I was not in the, let's just say I was not in the mindset to
that's fine.
Understand what was going on.
I think all they need to do with all of these live action remakes is add Meryl Streep in all of them as like some sort of character, and then can like make it a great
don't
movie.
know where she would fall into Aladdin. Where would she fall in there?
I mean,
she could be the carpet.
Oh boy,
that would be great, actually. Yeah,
carpet
lamp.
So now the carpet's gonna talk now because like I have Meryl Streep.
No. That's the joke, Sean.
Oh, so just
you cast someone.
They're gonna motion capture just laying on top of her, and then
just motion capture Meryl Streep. Whoa!
She actually would be a really good genius.
Almost like a mime, because she's like carpet mines things out. So, anyways, I think we're way going off topic. So I mean, this movie was supposed to come out a while ago, but Disney wanted to make sure, in terms of the casting, that they cast appropriately.
Yes.
So
we've gotten some flack for that before, and they wanted to make sure that they did it right this time. So it is a mainly Arab cast.
Yeah, and kudos for them for doing that.
Yeah. So
Persian cast.
Yeah. Well, the lead is Egyptian.
Yeah, Mina is an Egyptian name, an Egyptian male name, but in my case, I'm Arab.
You're Aladdin? Look at this.
I wish
in the flesh.
They could have cast me.
Yeah.
Just gender bend it?
They should
have. But why does Aladdin have to be a man? I can be Aladdin.
I would love that. Hey, if you're going to take it to the next level, just switch stuff around, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Gender bend.
Let the girl pursue the
You saw it first here, guys.
Sure, yeah, okay. Well, let's just watch the trailer and see what we get.
So excited. Okay. Same opening, really.
But that was also Robin Williams too, which R.I.P. by the way. Oh, it looks cool.
Lies far within. The diamond in the rough.
We're gonna have to.
Game of Thrones and then this. All right, I got stuff to look forward to. That was great.
I mean, that's exactly what a teaser trailer. Like we got a sense of we got a good sense of it.
You know, and
without showing us pretty much anything.
What I appreciated is that they took some of the images, the iconic images from the original, and they showed us that.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, in the Cave of Wonders, the tall mountainous thingy where the lamp sits on top of and the lights coming down. That looked really great.
I also thought the Cave of Wonders itself, just the head there.
Is it the same?
It sounds like the same. It looks exactly how you
James Earl
picture
Jones?
it would look. We got a glimpse of Aladdin there.
Yeah, we
did.
I
like how everything, like, did you notice it's like the same music but slowed down?
Mm-hmm.
And in slowing down the tempo, it just adds like a certain gravity to the movie that makes it a little bit more like,
absolutely,
what's gonna happen? Like, this is so suspenseful now.
Very epic, and I don't like to use that word a lot because it's overused and people use it incorrectly. But I mean, this really is going to be an epic, you know, like, because everybody's so excited. It's got big shoes to fill.
Absolutely, and I'm kind of glad we didn't get to see the genie. Yeah. Like Will Smith is playing the genie.
Too soon.
It's way too soon for that. I'm thinking like whenever we get the first full trailer, we can get a little tease of him.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk a little bit about Will Smith because I feel like people are torn with this casting. I personally am torn with this casting.
I am not.
Who else could have fulfilled the role?
A lot of people were thinking
Robin
like
Williams,
literally
other
anyone.
Than Will Smith.
But
and
I thought like a lot of people were like, well, just reuse him, and like, well, no, then you're shoehorning what this movie can be.
I mean, look, pay attention to everybody else that they cast. These are people who have only really been in TV. We saw Jasmine as the Pink Power Ranger, but that's really the only big thing that she's done. Yeah. These are no names, really, in a lot of ways.
Which is fine.
It's weird to me that they cast Will Smith. If you're going with that, like, why not just cast somebody else?
Well, but I think they want like a really because the genie in the anime movie is very animated is a pun, but he's like a larger than life character.
But
and Robin
so
Williams
you're trying
is
to tell me that there are no Arab actors that can fill these shoes?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is I just think that we don't know what kind of character the genie's going to be, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to be like the Robin Williams. I think they're going to be a complete 180 from that.
I hope so.
I 100%.
That would fall flat if they tried to do that.
No, I don't think they're doing that at all.
Yeah.
But I think they are trying to. Though I think the only thing that you can compare the two will be that they're larger than life. Yeah. But other than that, I think Will's going to do a completely different version of the genie. So I don't have a problem with them casting him.
I just kind of wish. I don't know. I wish they had explored another option because it just kind of is.
I feel like they probably did explore multiple avenues. There's something about Will Smith. Like, I get what you're saying because, like, as an Arab woman, I'm kind of like, I like to see the diversity. I like to see, different faces we haven't seen before, and I think they have put a lot of talent that we normally don't see in like mainstream,
which will be great,
American television, American cinema. But with Will Smith, I feel like he's kind of like getting roles now that kind of make him seem more like a family man because it mirrors how he is in real life. And he has like that wisdom that the genie has, but also the larger than life persona. So I feel like Genie is a combination of both. He has to be lovable. He
has
to be
stuff.
funny.
He's seen,
and he has to be
around.
Experienced. Yeah, and I feel like Will Smith kind of fits that role of someone who like gives great life advice, pursuit of happiness, like. Even his Instagrams, even his social media presence.
When was the last time he was in something that we liked, though? That's the concern that I have, too. I do feel like...
He was in
I don't want to say he's phoning it in, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he's done a lot of smaller movies also, too, that, I mean, I kind of liked. The football movie, Concussion, he was in, I liked.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I just think, like, because if you watch the 92 Aladdin movie, Robin Williams does a lot of like dated stuff even then. Like a lot of those jokes, if you watch it now, are really, really dated. They're kind of dated even as a kid. You're laughing at it, but you're not sure why you're laughing at it. Mm-hmm. Like some of those jokes were not for kids. They were for the adults sitting next to the kids.
Yeah.
So I think what they're looking for with Will is more of a fresher, newer, honestly, take on it.
I mean,
but not so like with the impressions and stuff. I don't know if he's going to do that because that's not kind of Will's thing.
And also, I mean, that for some reason that stood the test of time, even though, like you said, they were kind of current pop culture references. In a lot of cases, not all of them. I think he does a Peter Lorre impression, which was definitely not current at that time.
Yeah.
But I do, and this kind of comes back to the whole Wreck-It Ralph thing that we were talking about, where it's like, I don't really need to see internet jokes. Like, please just leave the pop culture out of it. Mm-hmm. So I guess I am now that you mention it, maybe like a little bit nervous that there's going to be too many pop culture like, is there going to be a Twitter joke or something?
Lowbrow humor or something like
that? Well, I think it's going to be lowbrow,
just
but
pop culture,
like just like
references.
Current jokes,
yeah,
or a little bit like 90s jokes,
which was the Genie's MO at the time. I just don't know if that's going to work again. But maybe they have to do that in order to bring a newer audience. I don't know.
Well, who do you think would have played a better Genie? Like, do you have anyone in mind that you feel like could have fulfilled this role? Like, either female, male, person of color?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Not okay.
I mean, that would be incredible, guys. Come on.
I mean, I think
great. It could be fun. I mean, we haven't really seen her in anything recently. I mean, other than The View and like everything else she does, but nothing cinematic.
Gender bended.
I don't know. I think Will's gonna do a job.
We'll do a job.
Well, no, I mean, obviously he did it already. But I think
yes.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about everything else. Like in terms of the songs.
Well, it's gotta be the bigger picture.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I'm just worried about everything. Like visually, what we got in this wasn't much, but
it's gonna be amazing.
It felt like Agrabah to me. It did. Mm-hmm. So, and then the music, obviously, we're gonna get some of the older songs. We're not 100% sure right now what songs they took out.
Do you think there will be musical numbers in the way that they had it in Aladdin? Like with,
you mean like in
marching...
Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
Yes, I think
they will
do that.
Where it's like actually kind of like a musical as opposed to just like...
I hope so.
Just like with Beauty and the Beast, there was musical portions.
Yeah.
But
I hope it'll be like that.
I'm almost guaranteeing that it's going to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's one other concern that I have that I wanted to bring up now, which we'll probably talk about again once we start seeing more things like Princess Jasmine, for example.
Yeah.
There were some, I don't want to say rapey tendencies, but Aladdin was definitely very pushy in the original, and I don't know how well that's going to translate in today's day and age if he is the same sort of character but it's a fine line that I'm just kind of really
Wait, do you really think there's anything wrong with pretending to be someone else so you can get a girl that you really like and
no, not at all.
about yourself?
No, what?
Wait, really? Like, you don't think there's anything wrong with pretending to be a prince and...
Not even that. I mean, he really is... I mean, yeah. I mean... Right? There's like this little sprinkle of like, ooh, that would be weird if they did the same.
But you know, they have that happens all the time in like rom-coms, but we've kind of seen a shift recently where we're straying away from the guy who like pursues a woman aggressively. It's more like reciprocated and mutual. So I think there is a difference between
really did not
behavior and then creepiness.
So
I feel like you can be persistent.
But if you change it too much, then is it really Aladdin though?
Yeah, that's not the core. That's not the core.
No, but
so
I mean,
that's not what Aladdin's about.
What do you think the core message, other than like the awful things that like I could twist it into? What is the core message in a positive way? A positive core message of the original.
World?
It's being who you are, and not. And there's classist, elements of like classism.
I think the ultimate message was
government.
Well, there's definitely a class system there, like, oh, you're a street rat.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's that, and then keeping your promises also, which, you know, is a big thing. It's not about persistence and then you'll get the girl. So if they get rid of that, I don't care. It's going to be the same movie.
I feel like the message, honestly, is... like, who you are is enough. Like, you are enough the way you are. Like,
doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter how much money you have.
You are, Alex. You are. I love you.
Thank you. I'm enough. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, like, because even though he had all those wishes, it was still pretty much just him, Aladdin, who saved the day. It didn't matter if he had a genie or anything else.
Right.
Or where he came from. So.
Yeah. I mean, there still obviously will be that... they're not going to change it completely, but they can do a little bit to make it a little... toned down, I think, to make me a little bit less uncomfortable about it, personally. Yeah. But like I said, we haven't seen much yet.
And, like, there was all the, like, seduction that went on in the cartoon for kids. Remember, like, when Jasmine was wearing the red, like, crop top bra thing with the baggy...
I was so jealous.
She was teasing him,
like, your beard is so twisted. And,
such a crush on Jafar.
Oh, God!
I'm not embarrassed at all.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
No.
He's not an old man. He's like your age.
Wow, okay.
What are you talking about? He's an old man.
Well, compared to Jasmine, he might as well have been. She's like 16 or whatever.
I was legit creeped out by Jafar as a kid. I was like, this mofo. Like, I do not want to see him
I have
around.
weird taste, I guess. You know what?
Anyways.
The guy who forces you to marry
I want
to your dad. Like, this sounds like every arranged marriage.
I mean, yeah, so at least they got that right. That's accurate.
Any final thoughts before we...
Yeah, there's obviously a lot to talk about, and we can touch on some of these things more in depth once we get to see more. Yeah. So I think that's good to start now.
Absolutely.
Obviously, we're all very excited. Got a little bit off track here and there, but there's a lot to talk about. So please let us know what you guys think. Did you like the trailer? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks too similar? Do you think it looks not similar enough? How do we feel about Will Smith? All that good stuff. So you guys know what to do. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below so we can have a talk about it. And stay tuned. We'll obviously do a pop preview for the next trailer when that comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, until next time, I'm Alex.
Sean.
Mina.
Bye.